Hi, Kathleen Ellman here. I got a great response last week to the video I posted about how to whip up a delicious, nutritious breakfast in about 1 minute with an Isagenix Pro Shake by Isagenix and my little mini single-serve blender and a few add-ins. Like I said, the response was great, but I did get a few messages and questions later saying, hey, I love the blended shakes too. They taste like a milkshake. I know I'm doing so much good for my body, but I'm not as wild about the shakes that I have to blend when I'm on the go in my shaker cup. They just don't taste as good. Do you have any suggestions for that? And I can tell you, I have grown to love my shaker cup shakes as much as I do my blended shakes. Well, maybe not quite as much, but almost as much. It takes a little bit of preparation before you run out the door, but I'm going to show you what I do, and I'm hoping that it'll make you love your shakes as much as I do when you're on the go. So what I do is I fill my shaker cup to the brim with ice before I leave the house. And then I throw a few add-ins to the ice before I leave. What I do is I take my Isagenix Supreme. As you know, I never miss a day of Isagenix Supreme. It's loaded with adaptogens. I talked about it in the last video. If you haven't worked those into your diet, please look them up. You are going to want to do that. They make you feel amazing. So I throw that in. The next thing I add into my shakes, whether it's chocolate or vanilla, I love organic coffee crystals, just instant coffee. It's so good in there. It almost tastes like a little mocha frappuccino from Starbucks. But anyway, I love this. Throw that in, try it. And last time I used peanut butter powder too. I'm a fan of it in the shake and shakes as well. It gives the shake just a really nice body. It's so delicious. So I throw a scoop of that in as well before I head out the door. And I just throw the lid back on and I grab my shake mix that I'll add later. The reason I don't add that now is there are probiotics in there, and as soon as they get wet, they activate, and you want those fresh and live when they go in your stomach to do all the good that they can do for you. So you don't want to add the shake mix until you are ready to drink the shake. So like I said, before I head out the door, I grab a shake packet, and I pay for convenience. They're a little tiny bit more expensive to get them in the packages for grab and go, but hey, if you get your shakes in the tub, that's fine too. Just throw a couple scoops into a plastic baggie, zip it up, grab it, and go. The difference in these two shakes, I just want to make clear, are the Isagenix Pro Shake is 36 grams of protein. The Isagenix Shake is 24 grams of protein, but they both have the same amazing nutrition in them. So I just figure out which one I'm going to need. I typically use a 36 gram shake after a workout, or when I'm super busy, when I know I'm going to be hungrier maybe. That's when I'll grab the 36 gram protein shake a day. I do one a day of those, and I do the Isagenix shake usually in the afternoon because I work out in the morning, but it all depends on your goals. Some people do two of just the Isagenix shakes, and those are fine too. So anyway, I just wanted to make that clear. Now I run out the door, I've got my water, my shake, it's all prepped, and I'm just going to fast forward. Let's say you've been at the office all morning, you've already had a snack, it's time for lunch, and it's time to mix up your shake, or you've been out in the car, you've been running errands, and it's time to mix up your shake. Well, what it's going to look like is this. Some of the ice has melted into nice cold water, which is going to be delicious for your shake, because that's one of the things we love about our blended shakes is they're so cold and delicious. So you've got really cold water in here already, and you are just going to, there's also some ice obviously left, which is a good thing because that's going to help us mix our protein shake with the water we'll add. It's going to serve as a vehicle, and it really is a nice force to mix all the powder. Sometimes people say, sometimes there are clumps in my shake and I can't get it all to dissolve, and I tend to say you either don't have enough water or try to add some ice, and this solves a lot of those problems. So you put the lid on. I may have to add a little bit more water after I shake it the first time, but you just put that lid on and shake it. And like I said, the ice serves as a nice vehicle to move that powder around, and some of it melts even more. It makes everything really cold and refreshing. And before you know it, you have a delicious, nutritious lunch loaded with over 100 nutrients. I want to say one more thing about the water. I always say use filtered water or bottled water. The reason is your tap water has chlorine in it and it kills some of the probiotics, and we want those live and intact when they go to your gut. So there you have it. These are my tips for your grab and go shake when you're on the run. I want you to love it as much as you love your blended shake. I know I do. And I say, no blender, no problem. This is a great way to drink your shake. Cheers to life.